Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Ashank David, and in this video, we are going to talk about Power Query in Power BI. So if you are looking forward in cleaning your data, if you are looking forward in transforming your data and making your data much more useful, then Power Query is for you. Power Query is a very powerful concept in Power BI which helps you to clean the data and make that data more precise when you are building dashboards in Power BI. Not only just in Power BI, but also in Excel also. In future, we will understand how Power Queries can be used. So let's start this video guys without any further ado, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon also so that you won't miss any future updates guys. Let's start this video. So we'll start by opening up Power BI. Now, I've already created two videos before in Power BI in past, that is installing Power BI and how to build your quick dashboards in Power BI. So if you haven't watched that video, you can also watch that video, guys. That will help you to create the quick dashboards. In that dashboard video also, I have shown you how to use Power Query, but in a quick way. In this video specifically, I'm going to tell you how to use Power Query basically. So let's start by opening up the Power BI. So we have already installed it. I'll just directly search on the search bar right below and we'll open up Power BI. So Power BI is opened up, guys. And we'll start by clicking onto blank report. I'll just start by importing the data into the Excel from the Excel into this Power BI. So let's just start. So we'll click onto this import data from Excel and we will select. So if I open and show this main data set to you, which we were working on in the previous video, from our previous videos of Power BI, we were working on this particular data sets where we had two sheets where customer data and sale data. In this, we had order date, product, quantity sold, revenue, customer name, region, customer ID, and notes. This was the data which we are using to create dashboards in our previous videos. Now, for this particular video, because we are using Power Query, I have made and add some imperfections in between of this data set, making a new data set. And that data set looks like this, guys. I'll open up the imperfect data set to show you how it looks like. So this is how our imperfect data set now looks like, guys. So in this case, it looks like this. Just a minute. I'll just show you. So we have done some editing in this data set, guys, and we have added some invalid data. We have added some invalid order dates also. Then some imperfections are there. So we'll clean this data basically, and we will understand how we can clean this data using Power Query. So we'll apply Power Query on this using Power BI. So let's just begin with it. So we'll select this Excel file that we have imperfect data set, and we'll click on to open. And once it once we click on to open, now it will open this into our Power BI. Now Navigator has been opened up. Now there are two sheets that we can see here, that is sales data and customer details. So we'll load up both of them. Generally, what people do is that they directly click on to load. And sometimes what happens is, because of the imperfections that you can see in the preview, what happens is that the data is not correctly recognized and the dashboard is not built perfectly. There are imperfections in dashboards later on. So to improve this, to fix this issue, we need to clear and transform the data before only. We need to clean the data perfectly before we load it into Power BI. Because once the data is loaded, you can transform the data again. But once the data is loaded, you take on the steps of creating the dashboard. So rather than doing that, we will first transform the data. We'll click on to transform data right here, and then we will transform the data and clean the data, and then we will load the data later on. So let's click on to transform data. Once you click on to transform data, as you can see, this is the Power Query editor that we are talking about. On the left hand side, we have the queries column, the queries pane, where we have the customer details and customer sales data that we have, that are two sheets that we have. On the rightmost part, we have query settings, where the name of the sheet is coming here. If you want to change the name, you can change the name from here only. So if sales data is there, so I can make it as sales data 2025, and this will apply the new date here on the sheet, guys, as well. So it's up to you. what name you want to give. Then we have the applied steps right here in this corner, guys. So this is a very important pan that you have right now. So in this, you will be seeing all these steps that you have applied previously. And if you want to do, it's like a history of undos and changes that you make. So if you want to go to one specific step backwards, you can go ahead from this and you can just or delete that particular step that you have taken before while cleaning the data. So this is absolutely important steps thing that we will be looking at while clearing our data in this case, because later on we can keep an eye on what all steps we have taken. Now let's start with this, guys. So major imperfections that I have added is in sales data sheet. And in this case, now we have updated the name of sales data to sales data 2025, as you can see. Now there are few columns in this. So you can see we have order date, we have product, we have quantity sold, revenue, name, region, customer ID, and then notes. So let's talk about the imperfections. So specific imperfections that I have made here is, you see, let's talk about the first imperfection and how to clean this up. You can see that in the orders date column, you see that the dates are not being visible or shown properly. As you can see that it is all wrong in this case. All the dates are currently showing is in a wrong format. So we need to change our data types for this particular column. And to do this, you can just simply click onto this icon. This is a small icon right here. As you can see here, this is small icon. You can click onto it and you can select what data type you want. Now I want date to be selected here. So I'll just click onto date and you can see that all the dates are perfectly fine, have come here perfectly fine. But guys, if I scroll down a little bit here, you can see that some dates were missing. And because of these dates, what happened was that the error came, correct? You see that when I changed the date, you can see that some dates were missing and some error came. So now in this case, we need to fix this error. Either I can delete that particular entry and make it as null, or I can delete that whole particular row. The simplest easy way to do it is just right click onto that column and then click on to remove errors. This will remove any rows with the errors and your data and that particular column will be um, cleaned up. So you can see that in the order date, now all the errors have been removed and the dates are perfectly fine here. On the right hand side, you can see that in the applied steps, the two changes which you have made is the change the data type of the order date and removed errors. Once the errors were removed, everything was fine and the order date was already fixed. I hope so that this is clear to all of you. Next up, you see that the next imperfection that you can see here is that in the revenue and the region. No, in the revenue and the quantity sold. Yes, in the revenue and the quantity sold, we have some data types which are changed in between. As you can see that in the quantity sold, there is some text data. So that is why the data type is being selected like this. You see that in revenue also, rather than being a revenue and a number or a decimal point, there is some text in between. So there are two things here which we need to remove. So what we can do is we can start by changing the data types likewise. And we want the data types to be in the whole numbers for quantity sold and total revenue, right? Whole numbers or decimal values. So what I can do is I can just click again like how we changed the data type for order date. And here I can change it to whole number for quantity sold. And you can see that the error came again for that particular text. We don't know what to do for it. So what we can do is we can simply right click on that column again and we can just click on to remove errors. This will remove any errors and that quantity sold will be perfectly sorted fine. This is how we cleaned this data. On the other hand, in the revenue also, you can see that the error that because I just removed that whole row, the error was removed. But the still the data type is not correct here. It is just recognizing it as a random string or text data type. So I'll quickly change it to decimal numbers. And what will happen is that all the values will be changed into decimal numbers perfectly fine. This way, our exact revenue can be shown and matched in this case. So I hope so that this is very, very much clear to you, all of you guys. Correct? Now, let's talk about the next imperfection. So in this case, you can see that in some places, you have null value. So here you have null value on row number 10 in revenue column. Likewise, you will have some null values randomly placed in the rows. Generally, I have taken null values. I've added some null values in the revenue, customer name, and region. So in the revenue, if you want to just remove that null value, you just can't directly right click or delete it. You just have to apply a filter and remove that null values. So you can just click onto this drop down, just select that row, click onto that drop down here, and you can see that there is this null value coming up. You can just uncheck it and press on to OK, and that null value will be gone. Like this, you can clean your data. We have just fixed our null values in the revenue, but there are some null values in the customer name and region also that needs to be removed. So the same steps can be applied. You can see that in null values are there, so we can remove it like this. In the region also, null value can be removed. I don't think so that there are any null values in the other columns, because as I know, I have only added the imperfections. So according to me, there are no null values in the other columns. So you can see that other columns don't have any null values. So our null values are also removed. But if you are working in a random data set, then you have to check for all the rows, all the columns basically. All right. I hope so that this is also very, very much clear. Now guys, the next imperfection that I have added is there are some duplicate rows here. Now for now, it will be difficult for me to show you or pinpoint exactly which row was duplicated. So to automatically fix this duplicated rows issue, what we can do is we can select all the data together by pressing Ctrl plus A onto your keyboard. This will select all the column, all the data that you have. And above in the home tab, in the ribbon, in the home tab, you can see that you have an option called as remove rows. If you just click onto that remove rows, then you have this option called as remove duplicates. So when you say remove duplicates, it will automatically refresh the whole sheet and any duplicated values or rows will be removed here. So this is the next imperfection that we have created. As you can see that in the applied steps, all the changes that we are making currently are being shown here. So far looking so good. Two more imperfections I have made here, guys. That is in the products column. As you can see in this product column, if I scroll down here a little bit, you see that in some places there are some white spaces extra added in the name. So for the product. So in this case, we can trim those white spaces also. So you can just right click onto that particular column. You can go to transform and you can click onto this trim option right here. As soon as you do that, any places, any extra white spaces in the beginning or the end of that particular data will be removed. And this way, your data will be even clean perfectly. In this case, again, I know the list of imperfections that I have made here. So I'm pinpointing those imperfections and telling you using Power Query Editor how you can, clear it out. But generally, you have to look for all the details in all the columns, guys. So don't forget that. Okay, guys. Next, last imperfection that I have added here in this is in the region. As you can see in the region, while scrolling down, there are some places where the regions are starting from the capital letter and some regions are starting from the small letter. As you can see that this is an imperfection. So when this data will be loaded finally into the Power BI, then Power BI will read north with n small as a different value and north with n capital as a different value. So we don't want that to happen. North means it should only show us one region north. In that north region, all of the details of the customer and the sales should be visible. Not two norths should be there. So in this case, we can fix this imperfection by selecting that whole column, right clicking onto that whole column, clicking onto transform, and then capitalize each word. This will make sure that all the first letters of the regions, because there are only four regions, east, west, north, south, and in those four regions, every region's first letter would be made capital. This way, what will happen is that there will only be four regions detected when the data is loaded into Power BI. I hope so that this is clear. And guys, all the imperfections what I have made here in this sheet are now fixed. So I hope so that this is absolutely very clear, guys. This is how I used some few functions like trim, removed duplicates, removed errors, fixed some null values, filter out some null values. So guys, this is how you usually in general clean your data using Power Queries in Power BI. I hope so that this video was informative. For a small video like this, I had shown you only few things here in this video specifically, but in future upcoming videos, we will create a more depth part of this video where I'll specifically pinpoint few operations in Power BI in Power Query Editor, which will make things much more a lot easier. We have Copilot also here, Microsoft Copilot, that we can use into clean our data even more perfectly. But let's talk about that into a different video. So guys, I hope so that today's video is absolutely clear to you. At last, once you're done with the cleaning of the data, you can just click onto this option here, close and apply. As soon as you do close and apply, the data will be loaded finally into your Power BI and you can create your data visualization. So here we are in the report view, and here I can select any graph I want and I can just drag and drop our data from the sales data set. For example, I want the quantity sold in the x-axis, and in the y-axis, I am just going to drop the order date. In the order date, these are the order dates and these are the quantities sold. So you see that we have cleaned the data and we have started building our dashboard. Guys, this is all about this video, guys. I hope so that you have understood about what is Power Query Editor and how we use it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubts, please tell us in the comment section below. I'll try to clear your doubts as much as possible, guys. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Coders Arcade. Well, this is Ashank David signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Soon we are going to upload more videos on Power BI, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much. Happy learning. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.